All right. Having a conversation with a few of my friends who have been going through all sorts of issues with anxiety and depression. I've, for those of you who don't know me, have never seen me before, I've been dealing with people with anxiety and depression for years. I have worked with people with PTSD coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, as well as PTSD from traumas here in the United States. I work with people who have gone through abuse as children, both physical, sexual, emotional abuse. I also work with people who just don't know why they have anxiety, don't know why they have depression. I wanted to just tell you my take on it. Maybe not the clinical answer, but this is just coming from me. Um, my name is Steve Hughes, by the way, if you don't know me already. When we talk about anxiety and we talk about depression, we talk about either living in the past or living in the future, and not living in your current moment of your day. And working toward living in your moment is very important. If you're constantly thinking about past experiences and things that have upset you and things that have been traumatic on your life, it pulls you into a depression. And these are things that you can't fix. Therefore, if you're focused on those things, it's not something that you can leave. You can't step out of a depression if you're living in the past. Anxiety, on the other hand, is living in an illusion of a possible future, one that you're afraid of. The possibility of all sorts of horrible things happening moments from now that you have no control over. I mean, I live moment to moment. I do my best to live moment to moment. I have for a very long time. I'm retired from the military. I'm a police officer. I teach meditation. I work in schools. I work with kids in schools. And what I've come to realize is that everybody's just kind of trying to figure out where their place is in this world, and looking around to other people and using that as their gauge to figure out if their life is going well. And the fact of the matter is, you cannot have the same life as the person next to you. It's impossible. Their life is made up of infinite decisions. It's made up of circumstances that have made up their life since birth, all the way to today, all the way to their moment right now. You can't possibly have the same experiences as them. You can't have the same circumstances as them. And you definitely haven't made all of the same decisions that they've made. Therefore, judging yourself off of them is doing yourself a disservice. Many years ago, I heard universe defined as the one song, universe. And if you view the universe as one song, then you are important as you are, the person that you are. There can never be another version of you. There can never be another you. You are very important to this current existence, this current life, this world, this universe. And if universe is one song, and then each person's existence is it could be a note in that song. And if you're not singing your note loudly and proudly, and you're not expressing who you really are, then you're doing the world a disservice. The song can't be sung. The universe isn't singing as beautifully as it possibly could be. Some people are caught up in their experiences. I make decisions based on my experiences, based on my military experience, based on my police experience, based on my meditation experience, based on my family experience, which was fantastic and phenomenal. I was surrounded by love my entire life. And I understand that not everybody has had that beautiful experience that I have. But how do you change it? If you're not happy with where you are in your life, If you continue to do the same thing, then you have to take the responsibility for the fact that you're still there. I deal with energies, the energies of the world and the energies of the people around me. And some people's energy is one of light and love, and some people's energy is dark and mean. And if you can't change somebody's energy, if you can't raise their vibration to something that you're comfortable being around, if you can't change their vibration, you need to change your location. You need to move on. Move on to a better place for you so that you can sing your note, so that you can be the best person that you can possibly be. Guys, meditate. Meditate. Take a good look at yourself. Take a good look at who you really are. What's going on inside of you without all of the outside interference, and see if you truly like yourself. And if you don't, that's a problem. That's something you need to fix. I went through a long time in my life where I didn't like myself. I was a very depressed kid, and I had no reason to be. I would sit in my room and I would wait until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning before I finally turned off my television. I hadn't eaten since 8 p.m., and by 2 a.m. my sugar had crashed pretty hard. And then depression starts to set in. Now you're hungry, your sugar's low, life isn't exactly what you expected it to be. Start having dark thoughts. I can't tell you how many kids that I talk to who come from wonderful families, have good lives, and are still stuck in these tiny microcosms of difficulty from their yesterdays. Someone who didn't talk to them, someone who treated them poorly, and it all combines into their moments, and they live in that little depression. Then they're worried about what happens tomorrow. If you're not happy in this very moment, do something to change it. This is the only time this moment will ever come. That's all I have to say for now. God bless you. Be well. Love and light.